Alright, the stream should be live. There it is. Excellent work. Alright, hey everybody, Mobile Ranger here again. So yeah, we got all this season 5 stuff. My first immediate qualm. But I noticed this about the last calendar too. This reference. Why are they resetting if you miss a day? Like, what is the purpose behind this? Now this one's in a strict weekly format. Like, who designed it this way? That's season 5 energy, which is a traffic sign. Oh yeah, there's the FUD event. I guess we'll talk about that one over here. Ooh, big epic gadget mouse. BVV. Get it done. Classic fashion. Don't you worry, never fear. I will be here. Right. We got the new, Maid Melissa, the legendary of the legendary team. No, the Mayhem legendary. Alright, so first campaign, second campaign. Alright. Featured. So, yep. Yeah. That was the Scarlet tweet. Okay, so that my brain's gonna turn today. Alright, so we get the Merry Men featured. We got the Super Tunes featured. And then we got the Professionals featured, although not all of them, even though we have both the Super Tunes. I'm not gonna question. Probably should have spent some Google tickets on last time. We'll get there. There's more warrior action. I have like 100 right now. Like I wanted to be at 100. But I realized, on the team. Okay, this seems like a very familiar setup. I'm gonna use professional. That faster. Yeah, no, why don't you like get up? Listen. Working on it. It's mainly just comes down to like gold and superior regional materials. That's really about it. I mean, I could definitely get 30. And I have the atoms to get 45. I just sort of have. That's all. I just sort of had. Spend so much money I could get this event. I remember back in the day, I wasn't too great on getting money. But at least main good event. So I guess we'll have to see. That could also have chronic memory loss. I mean, it's been 6 months since we've had an event like this. What was the last legend that would have been for? February? What the hell that would have been? Prehistoric Tweet, probably? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Tweet. I'm gonna go with Tweet first, right? We got his name. It's interesting they chose to bring this event from the back. Different. I know I keep looking at the map every time. It's been like 5 minutes. I'm already so distracted. I never like think about things to talk about on these. I guess it's the biggest natural. Oh, they're established content creators in this game. When they stream, they have like people to talk to, or like something to talk to say, to do. I'm just sort of like, this is just sort of a video that's being made live. Looking at the event store or something. Maybe. Playing that. Yeah, let's look at listen to like the event list. Okay. So we got a Maid Melissa, 420 buttons. Feel like a lot of energy there. But Toomby's collection quests. Actually, these. Oh, yeah. Okay, those aren't so great. I was gonna say it's what I like to see, but in this state, I can't say that is what I like to see. Exchange, yeah, it's pretty cut and dry. I guess the legendary tokens. Okay, that's kind of nice. There's all the private photo rewards. So there's season 5 wrap stuff. Look at that. The Maid ticket wheel 10 times. Ay caramba. It's not like the same goal as 30 gold tickets, just that gold tickets have more variety. I caramba, these people should say, burn all your money. And that. Okay. So the exchange rates are still there. That's just what you want to see. Wait, where's the... What do you use rapper quest? Oh, this happened last time. They're not here now. They're on offers. Not on the Crest Rewards tab either. Where? Actually, where the hell are they? The Battle Pass. Huh. So whatever the Season 4 things are supposed to be used on. Oh wait, this is a 5 for 12 wheel. Huh. That's a throwback. Oh, it's a Season 5 wheel. I see. That's okay, so this is the first week of the week. Yeah, about the same. If I could offer some criticism, I feel like wasting 10 of these things on the buckets for like 30 buckets of milk. Regular buckets of milk is a bit of a waste. Because it's only feel easy to get, you know? How are we supposed to be doing 10 spins? You know, let's go play. Come on, come on. Yeah, what's the spin made? What's the deal? 10? Look at the quest. The rapper quests that are probably pointless. Yeah, lessons like pull the Maid take a wheel 10 times. Alright. Sure, let's see why not. Big money, no whammies. Yeah, I barely needed any of those pieces, but I'm still gonna be happy about it. And Friday Porky's still I need. But yeah, that's how you start a stream. And then you run one more time. It's like half this wheel max, right? Yeah. Do I care? Yeah, that's it. I guess I'm against the things in either region. So I have more rewards for this. And maybe all the season 5 battles will be cheaper. Probably not gonna be the case. We're thinking. Now, why Superior Regional? Yeah, I just thought about it. Get Superior Regional request. This is a full pre-any season event. And maybe it was supposed to be a one. Like, if it was a one thing wheel, like, okay, I have to just like clear half the milestones or something. And so I was gonna say, if it was like you spent one popsicle to spin I'd get what 10 for his per spin. Absolutely not worth it. Maybe it's a bug, but that's pretty screw over bug. That's a the Don Henry level screw over. That makes sense. That ended up working out. We don't even have a community manager, so like, Lord knows what a bug or proper compensation is. I mean, it took us like 5 days to get the. Where is it? It took us like 5 days to get this. Acknowledgement, good faith, classic gag. Hey, let's try to go through max Daffy. Two, right, yeah. Oh, like skill level 4, whatever. I was like, why is Contender Sylvester only getting a single defense up? I figured I was fighting baby tubes. Sort of another snafu. These events that certain degree of boredom. And they're a little slow going. Most of them are like kind of babby easy battles. I also turned the fan on in my room, so it's not like too loud recording wise. But yeah, like most of these battles for a lot of player base would be like a one tap and done kind of situation. You know what I mean? It's like first campaign to this one. I'm all like, yeah, I'm full clear. Single tap, single battle. But the easiest thing I've seen ever. You know? That's the big advantage. Yeah. I guess how tough is I guess preemptive future outlook for battle I probably can't do yet. And how hard is this gonna be? Not yeah, not really that hard at all. I forgot these had cap requirements. Old thing oft frequently forgot about. Yeah, this is I mean, okay, aside from the worst exchanges, this is pretty faithful to the old event. I mean, I'm not even gonna get Maid Melissa today. uh, I don't know if that's like a compliment. Because technically, any event is a new event. Currently, any event with the current economy of event exchanges and stuff is kind of going to be worse off by default. I can slow man. Okay. So, trying to get back on track. Yeah, I guess I was talking about like faithfulness, the event design. Yeah, I got the scale and energy and everything. Yeah. Well, yeah, what I don't get is, so the intent behind something last season. Yeah, I think it was the first event with Hitman Crusher. And then the event that had just talked about it. And they're like, oh, people read the main Tomb too easy. Something. I mean, that was definitely BS. But, like season 1, maybe. By season 3, I don't really. But, like, how does the feature tunes contribute to that? Because it was in the middle of Hitman Crusher event. We could do nothing, and feature tunes even matter. They're just like a side thing. It's not like enjoyable to make any reasonable progress, especially on like ancient tunes like Friar Porky was like the login for like 3 years or something. Yeah, it's like 3 years. Like global launch till some point earlier this year. He was the login. At least I think it was some point this year. Yeah, it was just like, I really like this. Because if you want to make it harder to get the feature tune, sure. I mean, arguably they're featured in 2 events. Since there's the cosmic events now that you can get pieces of them for. But like, you don't need to touch the feature tunes. You can just make the feature tune exchange. They're not feature tune points worth. Or not give points for feature tunes. But that still be a popular change. But it accomplish your goal without screwing over progress on non-main tunes. Because go to hell. Like, people want to be able to do something. I gotta give them something to support. But the decision they made, they don't seem to be going back on it. I mean, definitely should. This is another low morale moment. Like, literally every time the community manager is around. Which, I mean, it's Kobe's fault for not planning. I don't even think Jack left the company. I think he just went to do something else. Like, he went to work game or whatever. Like, I'm pretty sure the whole, I was gonna say blog post, but there was no blog post about it. It was mentioned on Discord. But then again, that was the only place the community manager was, anyways. But the Reddit's dead. Just like Facebook, I guess. Probably could have made a tweet about it. You know, like, engage the community a little. But, whatever. It was, well, this game really swims initially, doesn't it? What else? Yeah. Is that, bit of a trepidatious for the part of the vocabulary. Bit of a trepidatious air in the game. So, you know, Rational Studio try to do something about that. I realize rationality is not the scope of that. I don't know. I like to be middle logic. Like, at least improve the player experience or something. Right? So much this game goes unexplained for them. I can imagine being a non-better player at this point. I mean, I'll see them ask questions in Discord at some point. I'm like, how did you get here? It's like, it's not like this game is like buzz or anything. They don't like do advertising. I mean, this is like, I floated around other communities for mobile games because on the mobile region. What else would I be doing? And they also complain about advertising. Like, as much as you see Raid Shadow Legends ads all the time, you know about Raid Shadow. That's like, what is that? Game not worth prestige. You don't think people will buy into Looney Tunes? The most recognizable media properties ever. Top something percentage. And people are not going to be like in depth with it. Isn't this how I get? I have absolutely no idea what I'm saying. The one I'm trying to get at is, like, people know the main characters, but like these individual costumes and references, I think are a little like below the bar. Common knowledge, I guess. Like, I don't know if there's many Looney Tunes fanatics, as there is for something like Star Wars or Marvel. Like, I don't know if it's a property that people sync with at that level. Uh, but like, I think that's like, it's easier to more easily recognize culture wise, you know. If it wasn't for like the MCU, would it really as many people be knowing about Iron Man or the Hulk or whatever? Likely not. So, Looney Tunes sort of always was a mainstream thing, since it's in the cultural ecosphere. It's had a greater impact on the cultural ecosphere a longer time. So this that prestige play upon, someone who's 10, 55, be like, oh, that's Bugs Bunny, you know. So there's a little more appeal to, oh, that game has funny Bugs Bunny. Because, like, the art is pretty much the best aspect about this game. Like, they have cool designs and animations and all that. They're nice and wacky and whatever. People's like, oh, funny Bugs Bunny drops an anvil on this guy's head. I play that. I download that per day or whatever. Trying to, like, sweeten the deal. Alas, Scribblies are teachers of their success. I think the real thing is that marketing is just kind of expensive. But they don't want to do it for money. Which I kind of get, because if you look into the marketing budget for like any modern big thing, it's a lot. I mean, you're like, people take Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship offers for a reason. Like, they're being paid thousands for like an individual 30-second blog, like an individual 30-second ad spot video. Not to mention, like, that kind of stuff. I think. And then like get Instagram ads, regular ads, the play ads, and certain other spaces. I mean, I don't think they put Raid Shadow Legends ads at your local bus stop, but generally ad space don't go cheap. Advertising is a big industry. So I get it to a degree, but yeah, something. The most surprised I ever saw this name get was when they had Big Chungus 2 years ago. That was just being reposted by random Instagram accounts. Even then, I had played the game long enough. Like at that point, it still wasn't a game worth recommendation. So I couldn't point it. I feel like I know that. Go play that. I was like, no, this game's like, oh hey, it's Big Chungus, a game that sucks. Yeah, it's a little bit of a tangent. It's gonna be all feature games. Ooh, it is. Five, whatever. It's been like the final battle of that campaign or something. Just got some legendary pieces. That's a long one to take. Yeah, there was like some sort of auto battle. I know there's the auto button. In addition to the I'm so tired right now. But it's because this game is boring. uh, but seriously. I kind of hate the autoplay AI on this game because I just like most of the battles I have the confidence to autoplay are really, but like if they need to use a certain move, then it just goes. So yeah, I could be autoplay out of like just Dukeling Celestra Jr. But you know, autoplay goes for the last 3 animations. 'Cause that's the way it's programmed. I just want the battle to be done. Like, there's no basic only mode. Why's my chat not like organized? And there's nothing in there. But, like, it's been a server problem like 3 different times. If there was something there, you know, I need to be tapped in. Anyways, back to my super pointless rant. Like, I'll be doing it and it'll use like the 3rd attack, which is like a special animation. Like, I just want to be done with this 5-second battle. And it's like, play the thing for me, David. And it's like, you gotta hit the next button. And then it's like, at what point is dreadfully easy battles enough? How many? But these events were never too long. Like, this is a hour thing, but it was truly like in a dreadful situation. You know, like season 2, doing a, you know, week-long event or week-long campaign every 2 days. That was never patience. Kind of was too much in that part because it was just, you know, oh, playing all these 40 million events. It's kind of cheap. So like, I'm sure there'd be a lot of event work or a lot of development work to invalidate probably 50 or no 75% of events for most players. So like, I get why they're not doing it, but man, they should also just design it this way or something. I don't know. I mean, this particular event format, I argue, wouldn't have the problem with that, but because it's a single 1-hour session rather than having to do it every 2 days. Most of the campaigns aren't as long. In the daily campaign, 4 battles, real easy. And the main dev did say it was supposed to be an event blog post later today. So, see when that comes around. There's these 5 blog posts. Like, I'll have a bit. As I'm pretty solid how much I usually like briefing to the plan. So 35% dodge translated equals 1 out of 3 times per round. I think he has, yeah, I think that's what dodge chance is, right? Honestly, it could be less. Yeah, look at that. 5 6,000. Yeah, like 6,000, 3,000. City and town items. Pretty decent. Pretty good. Good city. That's the real tirade, but no one has had much to do on these streams. Yeah, no, he's 245, not the best indicator. 30. Pretty sure that caps out at 5. Yeah, okay, it does. Probably also do that. Yeah, actually, going back to the old memory bank. So this taking a lot of your daily energy refreshing first time. But I did also get that lucky jack. Who knows? I mean, listen, I'm glad I have a full format back. I could see about a 10% less complaints on Discord this time. Although those might be, yeah. That's slightly less, slightly fewer complaints. Probably be offset by like the atrocity that is the popsicle wheel. I'm just gonna believe that it's bugged until they directly say otherwise or change it or something. I'm just saying it's bugged and it should have been one popsicle instead of 10. Like everything about the way it's designed feels that way. You know, the daily stuff's supposed to give it one. Most of the quests give one. I mean, that's sort of the stipulation. The motto. Because before there was both. And I mean, to be honest, they should have stayed exchanges, but that's neither here nor there. It's not either here nor there. They should have just stayed exchanges. I mean, the last event, people were having the issue with, oh, I've saved up, 200 extra popsicles or whatever, or I saved up popsicles for the first couple events, and now I can't use them. But that, like, it's just so many of these issues can be avoided if they thought a little extra. They were proactive. Maybe that's just like a general scopely managerial issue. I saw a comment on some Reddit post about Marvel Friends the other day that said the same thing about that game, which is also a scopely plan. So I guess that gives you the real insight into their psyche. They just can't blend it. As I was saying, like, yeah, that's what I was trying to get back to earlier. I was talking about. I mean, I guess they would have known better. Maybe if he was quitting, because it's the whole 2 weeks notice thing. Yeah. It was pretty standard at most companies, so it'd be a little bit odd. Having them be 10 energy off from completing this next battle. And like, quite a while I wanted to get a Mega Chungus, but I didn't he make these battles faster. Rather than having to rely on the 2-shot it. Flaming Suckdash? That's his name? Wait, that's his name. Like, not having to rely on him. Or this is gonna be 15, right? Okay, never mind. I'm good actually. Yeah, this one's 20, right? Yeah, that one's probably. People like. I guess the deciding factor was that he was doing something else in the company. Assuming that it was of his own volition, anyways. But even so, he would have had like applied for the position. Plus, it was like a department transfer. But even so, they should have planned this better. Was my point. Because a game like this, that even with like a community manager has terrible communication, should not be going this long with that community manager. Like it's been a full week, and the main developer of the game's been having to go out of his way to write the blog post. Like, why are you making your game this way? It's just stupid. And there's like I'm gonna call it triangle. Like I'm at like 3. It's gonna be hard to explain. It's gonna sound really negative. Like I know I'm the mobile ranger, but I try I try not to play it all the time. Yeah, I like it's less angry than just the material makes me which material I profile icon and nothing else. That's not very on brand for a channel, but a friend made that profile icon, so it's not like I just draw the rest of it. But I could, you don't want to see that. Trust me on that one. Back to the top hand. At hand. It's like, I feel like this three-way Stokely makes a mistake. It was, or not, it's a bad decision. We'll say a better way to phrase it. Because sometimes the things are absolutely intentional today. Okay, let's cycle this turn back. Thank you. Actually, the cycle turns back, buddy. Or not. I was gonna say, I should wait at the clock. No, definitely. I'm actually not thinking. Um, I'm ready to check that. Yeah, it's like, right. Bad decision by Scope. That's what I was getting. Yeah, it's either like a stupidity thing, a greed thing, or like a laziness slash incompetence thing. This definitely feels on the sort of incompetence, and I guess. I mean, nah, it is incompetence or stupidity, maybe. Well, they're just morons. Like, why you? Your developer should be the developer. Like, why are you burning them with this extra work? You have no foresight into maybe having like backups or plans for a game that seems to change community managers every 3 months. It's just they're having trouble getting people for the job. Guess so you should maybe rethink game design. Because most of us don't complain for like fun. I mean, it's fun for us to complain, but that's because it's more fun than playing the game, which is your fault. Uh, so yeah, that is my take on the subject. You can copy and paste that for every other time, or whatever any other times issue happens. Because it probably will happen. Because it's another thing that does not have much to do with learning from their mistakes. But just had an event that had an issue that was already previous in the last time they ran the event around, but also in an entirely different previous event format, which they also, this event is also kind of proof that they know previous event formats existed, unless the dev making these found out about them last season. So they could just go back to the Alchemist format, which I would say is about as old as this format. This format's old as time. Pretty sure this format first ran in 2019. That's how old it is. Maybe it's definitely in 2020, but I think even by 2019, doing this for literally there's like 4 legendary releases. Aside from the season, though, they all stuff. Never mind, I'm a liar. I'm actually a liar. I don't know what's happening there. I'm afraid of That's what I was saying. I'm a liar. I think, yeah, but 2020. So they know old event formats. Why they wouldn't like go back to the alpha and look see, oh, this event had the same issue of non-stacking quest lines. Looked at how they solved it and said, oh, that's a good idea. It just done that. Like, do they think it's fun and convenient though? To get 10 extra dollars out of someone by making them pay for extra star tokens or whatever? Like, no. No. It's just annoying. You're just annoying us for fun. Or incompetence. In the other case, why do you design your game? I know another thing. Actually, you know what? I think I'm doing. Take a viewership break. Good Bitcoin exchanges in the store. I mean, I do it on my phone, but I'm logged in on my phone. Maybe I'll just do it afterwards. Yeah, probably just do it afterwards. Because I am pretty close to 5 CSL, and I think the exchanges reset everything. I'm gonna hope they do. Because what is up with the otherwise terrible flood wheel? Actually, no. I'm going here for. Is this frame? Yeah, so it's all 25 pieces. I mean, there's the 1% thousand jackpot. That is all. And this wheel also, because it's also all 25 pieces. And then it's been the standard pro quo, and this can only give one other jackpot, or it can another jackpot. Should have phrased that better. Yeah. Well, there he is, the funny guy. I said, it's predict so much. I was getting to unrelated tangents. I know. Sometimes people make me think about it. So, as the nerfy, that's what I noticed. There's a nerfy semi-Sam's AoE. Because there's like. Because the web portal is like sort of a gag. Like new tune stuff gets leaked on there all the time. There's apparently like hidden web pages for tunes that aren't out yet. Which I guess is proactive. They get on there ahead of time. But how people are accessing them before they come out is kind of different. My data mine's one thing. You can't really control that. But yeah, it's been the entire campaign. I've got like 100 pieces. Played all I can play, and that's what no means. Which I want to. But yeah, for whatever reason, like they gave me better stats. They also like hampered his. Because yeah, I can do math. Pretty close. Actually, because I'm gonna have the other one of this quest completed. Yeah. How many kids I have now? 160. Alright, you can multi-share now. Been so long. Big money, no whammies? That's arguably big money with no whammies. I mean, that's another new character. Although I find it a little bit odd that he's showing it up, presumed maybe an event early. All I'm saying is there's been Battle Pass characters, so those are changes before. I sniffed a little suspicion that he was going to take that slot over in 3 days. So I guess I'll try and take a look at this kit and see if he's worth the trouble. Or worth the $20. But I'll see if I can get him by the end of this event. I don't care. If I could have them unlocked in this event, which probably won't happen. I did 6 polls, only have 1 set pieces for anyone. And it's like 5 of them. Yeah, they're all like 2%, so that's probably not happening. If it were to. I mean, to be fair, there's nothing better to spend this energy on at this point. I might as well just clear these campaigns as much as I can. I thought these were capped a little higher before, but I am maybe also clinically insane. Oh yeah, because you wouldn't. Yeah, I think they're all. Actually, right now. Yeah, I thought they're all 100 battles. I don't know. Maybe there's about the same. I can still do 1, 2. I see. And piece now. So I'm probably not getting any more of him. I guess. Yeah, let's look at it. Let's do this whole thing. I know I went into the region tab to do that. So I'm going down to Mayhem. Yep, there's all. Okay. So let's look at the resumed battle pass boy right now. So I'm just gonna scroll through here and find the last one. Reach attack. Okay, so Lucio does damage, gains speed up. So healing move, has some speed, defense. Speed defense for taunt allies, and it's reduced cooldown tower. So they're a tower team. Yeah. Stun move, damage, piercing. Actually, probably to 6, yeah. 6 is the 5-1. Yeah, 3 attack up, 2 piercing. Speed out defense. That's well rounded. Once per each enemy. The enemy falls below 50% max health. You will speed up from them. Until team members heal over time for 5 turns. Okay, Grand Old Merryman speed up for 2 turns as well. Okay, so it gives a lot of speed up. Also some attack and piercing up. You just have to look at the Daffy Hood. Yeah, let's go for all. Yeah, I think I got a lot of pieces left over for it. See how many atoms I get. Just a moment. Ooh, I meant for Looney too. Which is, place I'm definitely low on. I know I went here. So, airstrike, attack, gets rid of 1 piercing. Volley, attack up each enemy, 2 more buffs. Nice. And ooh, this is the 1 turn cooldown aim. This is a good move. Inflicting each with 2 defense damage. So, big damage, inflicts 4 defense down, unless incapacitated, uses ability against enemies whenever they get hit. Ooh. That's a big move, yeah. So I think that could absolutely destroy hidden teams. So my guy's level 50, so mine personally won't, but I think it's definitely on the table. This turn damages an enemy. It heals 5, deals 3 random non-taunt buffs. This turn heals grant all allies 2 piercing up while in Endurance Tower. Whenever an ally steals, gain 15% turn damage. That's a big power skill. So I remember the way this worked before is that just stole 1 buff. And then this attack stole an extra 3 buffs. And now it's done. But now, oops, I forgot to look at the last. Sorry, that's what I said. I forgot to look at the last skill. Wow. 7,000. That's pretty nice. Wow. Like Warrior. Okay, when this turn evades an enemy, gain 40% turn meter and 3 piercing out. When now I get 20% turn. 2%. That's all I can get. A little better. Yeah. Ooh, 45. That's down actually. Got a little better. Yeah, that's a full 50 and then 25. Yeah. So quick recovery is very good skill. Like you can throw boxing sticks on him and he will go to that. Because he just kills the guy, gets a turn. Kills the guy, gets a turn. Yeah, I think it can be very cyclical. Like Yokai tasks. All the turn meter bonuses. That team good. You know, you could just do the tornado move, get another turn. Kill a guy again, get another turn. Go for the guy with the pot, get another turn. It's very fun. So I think Daffy Hood will also have this appeal. Friar Pork can also get half stats. This new cadet, yeah, I think this new cadet would be worth me getting up. The 7 CS on. Okay. We got Mace attack, damage, gets an extra defense up. 2 turns of taunt, steal defense up for every enemy, and heal for 50% max health. And put all enemies to attack downs for 3 turns. Nice. That's a pretty good skill. Heal for 50% max health. You'd love to see it. I think that's one of his things before. They had brace for blows, I think. He had like 2 passes. One of them was brace for blows. Yeah. So, put all enemies with attack down, defense down for 2 turns, finalize turn meter. Ooh, well, Endurance Tower attack buff until the end of the next turn. Nice. And that's not even kept very much. Yes, I has Hardy. At the end of these turns, unless incapacitated, it has taunt heal all allies. Right, married men and allies. That's nice. And there's just, 100% resistance to stun, damage of time, silence, and speed. Sort of odd set of things. I thought the same resistances, most of the same resistances as, I forgot what it was. Warriors? But they have an anti-DOT skill. They gain 50% stun, silence, resistance with, Christ. Yeah, this Highlander skill, the Bravery gives stun, silence, resistance, and then Angelus has the speed down skill. And then while it's inflicted with debuff, gain heal over time. Does that get any better? I don't get brace success. Ooh, that's up to 2 to 3 turns actually. That's quite nice. Okay, no, so it just makes the resistance better. Yeah. Nice though. Pretty good. I already looked at it. Right. Alright, so beat friendship. While this tune remains in battle, once per turn, Merriman team members steal a random non-target buff whenever they damage an enemy. And whenever a Merriman team member steals from an enemy, they gain 5% max health, up to a total of 50, and lower that enemy's max health by 5%. That's pretty neat. That seems like pretty good. That seems like damage ability, right? Because max health lowering doesn't seem to be capped. And most of the time, these max health games are like a game mode thing. Oh, maybe let's just go to the end of time. Yeah, so the students turns mark the least injured target until the next time they're damaged by an ally. Allies have 25 attack, and Merriman allies have 25 piercing against the marked target. The enemy will only have 2 of them at a time. I still don't know how. I shouldn't say still not. I mean, I've sort of seen the 2 before, but I don't know how the 2 marks work. It says mark till the next time they're damaged by an ally. Do both of them go at once, or is the second mark like a buffer to be able to hit them again? Alright. I'm gonna do the same thing. Melissa. Do hot shot. No. Okay. Just cloaking back here. Spot shot. Damage piercing. Triple target toxicity? Toxophility? I'm looking this word up. See what it says. Student or lover of archery? Okay. That makes sense. Google themselves described it as a rare word. Probably didn't say it right, but that is fine. Gain attack up and piercing out. Deal damage to injured enemies, dealing 2 random status. Repeat this 2 additional times. These attacks have extra piercing for each magnet team member. That's 50, yeah, so that's a total of 30 piercing for each magnet team member, in addition to any other piercing buffs. And this 3 times gets rid of the most injured enemies, which could change, but it does not change. Like if you only damage 1 guy, you can ping the same guy 3 times. This team can definitely have what I would call the blitz factor of just being able to sort of rush 1 guy, kill 1 guy immediately at the start of battle. There's a quick shot AoE stuns the enemy with the highest turn meter, and then inflicts speed down on the enemy's lowest turn meter. Okay. I missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess not. If they're all 6. As turn remains in battle, Merriman team members have 25% lifesteal once per turn. When a team member is healed over their max health by an ability, grant them 3% attack up and 50% turn meter, which I think is kind of the same thing that Playboy Penguin does. No? I think he gives defense and whatever instead. Just go and my heart. Yes, let's go look at him. Hang on. Let's pick up the skill. Yeah, okay. 3 speed defensive. It's not the same. Yeah, it's okay, so it's that skill. It gets attack up. Yeah, it's like another change completed. Okay, I'm like I know I did because it was funny. Hey, look at that. I'm blaze through that. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna buy gems. No, no, no. That has the wrong icon. Very nice. So, these last two keep exchanges. Need more Scarlet Wheaties. You bastards. So let's see. Um. Oh, okay. I was about to say, I feel like there's a couple of guys missing here. I figured it out. Yeah, there's only two legendaries that rotation. Why is the legendary spot rotating? Why not just have both of them every day? Like, who cares? I just realized the legendary exchange just got more expensive. I have eyes. Used to be 300. We're at the same level as everybody. But this, you know, this still kind of suck. Still kind of bad exchanges. Yeah, so I have 22 Buccaneers. I'm not exchanging for Buccaneers. Can't fool me. Say that every day. Can't fool me. I was saying I might just go for Prime 4K this time. Scarlet Tweety's about to pass. Which I feel like he is. He's my deductive reasoning. I guess we'll find out when the event blog post comes out. But if that's the case, then he's not going to be featured again. And so will the Merriman. So, you know, I don't think Friar Porky's daily no more. So, probably just, you know, put the whole event together. Oh, yeah, actually, he's in the store. I didn't know this was a thing. Say, I totally waste currency on this. It's actually, he's pretty, yeah, it's pretty good too now, so I'm gonna consider this waste of currency. That's what that's. I've activated the Joker Vision system on that one. Well, okay, so I remember how this format works. I'm gonna give you the last piece of advice. If you could do what I did and get that last, and get the 10k exchanges, which I guess is kind of a long shot. I was only capable of doing that. Yeah, getting lucky on the wheel. But admittedly, it's you know, it's kind of a cheaper wheel than before. You know, it is definitely a cheaper wheel. Well, okay, I mean, it is cheaper, but it's cheaper by 3. I was gonna say, I got 10 spins for 6 less tickets than one I normally would, but I realized that's not how that works. It's 11 spins for the ticket. Yeah. So I guess my main event was, here's what I'd say. The only complaints I have with this event are the exact same complaints that I would have for any Season 5 and Season 4 event. Exchange-wise, exact same complaints as always. Event-wise, same problem as it had before. So it's a weird converging thing. It sucks on 2 different angles. Actually, I don't think I like this event. I'm gonna say. For a mild nostalgia perspective, it's fun. As an individual event, kinda sucks. I was not wishing for these events to come back. I like unlocking my legendaries before day 4. At least this is a 1 week event now, so unlocking the tune can actually mean something. Because before you're unlocking the tune on the last day the event was released. So that was a classic song and dance. So, do you really want to play this? No, not particularly. That's the superficial event review. Yeah, so this is the Mobile Rager. I'm signing off. It's the event blog post comes today, and you'll be seeing that. But otherwise, that's all, folks.